Hey everyone! Welcome back to Bike Review Hub, your go-to place for honest, in-depth motorcycle reviews. Today, we're diving into a bike that's been turning a lot of heads in the midweight cruiser segment, the 2025 Harley Davidson X 440. If you've been curious whether this machine lives up to the Harley name while staying compact and affordable, stick around. We're breaking it all down right here. Let's start with a bit of context. The Harley Davidson X 440 is the result of a strategic partnership between Harley Davidson and Hero MotoCorp. Designed primarily for the Indian market but with global appeal in mind, the X 440 aims to bring the Harley brand to a broader audience. It's meant for those who want that iconic Harley character without the heavy price tag or the intimidating size of big cruisers. Design and styling. The first thing you notice about the X 440 is that it's got serious presence. It's not overly bulky, but it has that muscular, aggressive stance you'd expect from a Harley. The round LED headlamp with an integrated DRL bar, the sculpted fuel tank with classic Harley badging, and that chopped rear fender, everything screams retro-modern. It comes in multiple color variants, including a matte black, a deep blue, and a fiery red. There's just enough chrome to remind you it's a Harley, but it leans more toward a rugged, stealthy vibe than the classic shiny cruiser. Engine and performance. Now let's talk performance, the heart of the matter. The 2025 x 440 is powered by a 440 cubic centimeters, air and oil-cooled, single-cylinder engine. It produces around 27 horsepower and 38 Nm of torque. Not earth-shattering numbers, but this bike isn't about outright speed. It's about low-end grunt and rideability, and Harley's tuned this motor for a torquey, relaxed delivery that's perfect for urban commutes and weekend highway rides. The engine feels smooth, with a throaty exhaust note that gives off that signature Harley vibe, even from a single cylinder. It's not obnoxiously loud, but there's enough growl to remind you you're not riding just another commuter bike. Ride quality and handling. One of the biggest surprises with the X 440 is how well it rides. Harley and Hero have managed to strike a great balance here. The suspension setup includes $43 million forks up front and twin gas-charged shock absorbers at the rear. It soaks up potholes and broken roads comfortably while still giving you decent feedback at higher speeds. The chassis feels solid and stable, especially in corners. For a cruiser, it handles twists surprisingly well. The 190 kg curb weight is manageable, and the low seat height, just 805 mm, makes it very beginner-friendly. Braking and safety. On the braking front, the X 440 gets disc brakes at both ends with dual-channel ABS as standard. The brakes are progressive and confidence-inspiring, especially in city traffic and on winding roads. No surprises here, just good, solid stopping power. Features and tech. Despite being an entry-level Harley, the X 440 doesn't skimp on features. You get a full digital instrument cluster with Bluetooth connectivity, turn-by-turn navigation, and call-less SMS alerts. It also has a USB charging port, a small but welcome addition for daily riders. There are three variants: Denims, Vivid, and S. The S variant tops the range and includes additional styling elements and some premium touches like diamond-cut alloys and connectivity upgrades. Fuel efficiency. Fuel economy isn't usually a Harley talking point, but with the X 440, it's a different story. You can expect around 35 to 40 km per litre depending on your riding style. That's pretty solid for a 440 cubic centimeters bike and makes it even more attractive as a daily rider. Pricing and competition. The 2025 Harley Davidson X 440 is priced starting at around 2.4 rupees lakh, ex-showroom India, with the top variant going up to about 2.8 rupees lakh. That puts it head-to-head with bikes like the Royal Enfield Classic 350, Honda CB350, and Jaguar 42. While it's slightly pricier than some of its rivals, the Harley badge, the unique styling, and that torquey engine do justify the premium for many riders. Who should buy it? So, who's the X 440 really for? If you're a beginner looking for a stylish, manageable cruiser, this is a solid pick. If you're a Harley fan on a budget or someone looking to upgrade from a 150 to 200 cubic centimeters commuter to something with more attitude, the X440 hits the sweet spot. It's not for the speed junkies or aggressive corner carvers, but for relaxed, confident cruising with a splash of Harley flair. This bike is bang on. Final verdict. To wrap it up, the 2025 Harley Davidson X440 is more than just a rebadged street bike. It's got soul, presence, and character. Sure, it's not your typical heavyweight Harley, but it's a fresh direction for the brand, and honestly, a welcome one. For those of you who've always wanted a Harley without the bulk or the big ticket price, this might just be your moment. That's it for today's review on Bike Review Hub. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future bike reviews and test rides. Got questions about the X440? Drop them in the comments and we'll get back to you. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep the passion alive.